Larry K.
Dolphins fans, it is your boy Larry K on a Victory Monday, and I know you're probably waiting for me. I was so busy yesterday, I didn't get on the mic and talk about the Dolphins beating the Buffalo Bills. Am I crazy? Am I the only one who sits there saying, well, we're a 3-7 team and beating the Bills, who haven't been as good as usual this year? Okay. Am I crazy? Because it seems like everybody's going berserk as if this is the Super Bowl. I mean, when the Bills fans make fun of us saying, oh, you won your Super Bowl, it seems kind of like that's how we're treating it. We come from a terrible trade deadline last week, and this franchise looking like I don't know where it's going. McDaniel and Tua get a victory, which probably only lends more to the risk that we might wind up bringing back this coach again and saddling a new GM with him, which is one step further towards me just being done with this franchise. We go we're 3-7. Apparently, Mike McDaniel's driving by the Bills bar, like taunting them that he won. I mean, is this what this fan base and what this team is amounted to? Where you beat a team in the regular season at home and you're 3-7 and you party like it's 1999. You party like, you've never seen victory before. Is this what we're content with as this fan base? You beat the Bills in the regular season to go 3-7 and you're good. You're happy. That's it. That's all you need to power on. Because I don't know if it's just me, but okay. I mean, this is still a failed season. It's still terrible. Sure, the team looks a little better. They looked a little better against Baltimore, too. They still turned around and lost. Meanwhile, the Patriots are running away with the division because you just beat the Bills, which is unwelcome news. Patriots, who were down and out for 2-3 years, all of a sudden the Patriots are leading the division. They might win the division. Well, we're still trying to figure out how we're going to get out of salary cap hell. So, I don't know. Am I supposed to be jumping around for joy? What are we doing? What's the end game here? Does this make us a contender all of a sudden? There's guys out there. We're going to run the table. We're going to run the table and get in this way because if they lose to them and they lose to them and we do this, we beat the Bills. And if you look at the Bills stats and you look at 8-chan stats, the way we ran the ball and the way the defense came up, you never know what we could do because if you look at this team and who they beat, Patriots didn't beat anybody, but we beat a lot of teams and who we won to and who we lost to. Yeah, Dolphins, yeah. And this guy right here, it looks like we found ourselves a winner. 3 wins, or do I hear another season coming up? Maybe I'm out of it. Football teams for me, great stuff. Football fandom, excellent. But at this age, rooting for the team for this long, you got to give me a little more than one win against Buffalo to make me jump for joy and be over the moon. I mean, I know people hate Buffalo, absolutely hate them. I mean, I'm here in New York, New Jersey, so to me, the Jets are the bigger foe. Maybe if the Jets were in contention and we beat the crap out of the Jets, maybe I would be as excited as so many people seem to be about beating the Bills. I know there's a lot on the internet anyway of Bills fans versus Dolphins fans back and forth, so maybe it has something to do with your internet rivalries or whatever. I get it. And I know it's a rivalry overall. I know the Bills-Dolphins is a big rivalry, and I know it's been very one-sided. The Bills have been killing us, but you beat your rival once out of how many times? It's good to be happy. You should be happy. A little bit of trash talk to the Bills fans, like, we beat you, bro. You think you're all that? We finally got you, cuz now how's your playoff hopes going now? Josh Allen coming back down to earth. But this whole, it's been this idea that, it's, all is well, we're going to run the table and all this over-the-top excitement, it screams to me mediocrity. Call me a Debbie Downer. Call me a hater. Whatever. It screams mediocrity to me. I mean, 3-7, bro. Okay. I want more than that, bro. I still got plenty of issues with this team, with this franchise, and with the current makeup of this team. Tua Tagovailoa, 15-21, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Decent game. Achan's the real story. 22 carries for 174 yards, averaging 7.9 a carry, 2 touchdowns. I told you a while ago, the kid is an absolute beast. He's going to continue to be a beast. Do you build around him? Phil, I keep referencing his written column. Fury fan member Phil says, he's going to want a contract. Do you get yourself into deeper cap hell with him? I mean, maybe he's an excellent piece, but what are you doing around him? Who's the quarterback going to be? Who's the head coach going to be? If you think this one game solidified those guys, you are dreaming, and you have been sold a bill of good once again. Jalen Waddle, fresh off of the news, by the way, and I was going to do a whole bunch on the news about Waddle being offered. The Bills wanted Waddle. Looks like they needed Waddle. And we didn't take a first rounder from a 2027 first rounder and a third rounder next year. We turned it down for Waddle. I guess it got us to 3 wins. Congratulations. What on earth? But he comes back, 5 receptions, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. Dolphins really held Josh Allen. He kept throwing the ball, 40 attempts, but only 28 completions, still 306 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Had some miscues, some mishaps, bad interception when the Bills could have gotten back into the game. Cost them. Cook, only 13 carries, 53 yards, averaging 4 a carry, really shut him down well. One thing I'll say is that Weaver has the Dolphins defense playing at a much higher level, and that is a good sign. Look, the Dolphins, and this is what happens with this franchise, with this owner, with this team. The Dolphins rally around narratives, and the fan base loves narratives, the team loves narratives, and we got rid of Greer. And so there's the possibility that there's going to be a narrative now, and that the narrative is going to be, well, Greer was the problem. Greer's the guy you really had to worry about. And now that Greer's gone, the team has a fire under its butt, and they play for this coach, and the coach hasn't lost the locker room, and all the stuff you're going to hear. And that's all well and good, but this team has had ups and downs before, and the GM is not on the field, and it's not like the players are sitting around every day waiting for the GM to go so that they could rally around something. This GM signed most of these guys to their ridiculous contracts. This GM is responsible in part for this Club Med atmosphere in Miami. These guys don't hate the GM. Why would they hate the GM? There's no reason to hate the GM. So I don't buy that. What I do think is that the Miami Dolphins played the Bills pretty solidly in their first meeting. It's just that the Bills got the best of them at the end of the day. But if you remember that game, Miami came out swinging against the Bills last time. So I don't think necessarily that this is indicative of a Miami team that's so much better. I think the Bills have come back to earth this year in a big way. We only lost 31-21 last game against the Bills. The game was tied at the half, if you remember. Buffalo finally squeaks out 7 points in the third quarter of that game and wins the fourth quarter 10-7 to capitalize and win. But the Dolphins came out swinging, and that was in Buffalo. I think what's more likely here, and you've seen Buffalo struggle this year, they're not the same team that they were. That's why they wanted to get Williams. They wanted Quinton Williams from the Jets. And they wanted Jalen Waddle from the Dolphins because they know they have to retool. They lost some serious defensive linemen. They lost firepower in the offensive skill positions at wide receiver. The Bills are not the same Bills, and they're a division rival. And when you go to another division rival's house and you're not the same team you have been, you might get your butt kicked. And that's exactly what happened to Buffalo. They were due for a butt kick, and they got a butt kicking. Okay. Does that improve the lot of the Miami Dolphins? Not right now, because the New England Patriots are in command of the division. They made a great hire in Mike Vrabel, getting rid of the guy, the last coach after one season, bringing in Vrabel. Vrabel's got them playing and believing. And we're still spinning our wheels with the same head coach, not making any legitimate trades with the same quarterback. And yeah, okay, we beat our division rival Bills, who are struggling a little bit right now. And we have 3 wins, 3-7. Okay. What does that mean for the big picture? What's that going to do for me come playoff time? What's that going to do for me come AFC Championship time? What's that going to do for me come Super Bowl time? What's that going to do for me? I got excited years ago, the Miami Miracle, because it was an awesome play. You always remember it. They have shirts about it. It was great. But those players, they're not even on the team anymore. And that year, the Patriots went. I think they won it all that year. They went to the Super Bowl, the Patriots. And I got excited about it because it was a different time, a different era. This has been many more years of beating me down now. So you can't get me up and you can't get me excited for beating the Bills all of a sudden on a random Sunday in November when we are 3-7. And I get that it's a lot for some fans. You got to be a fan. If you're a fan, you got to love beating your rival. I get all that. But I'm a grown man. Football doesn't occupy that much of my daily focus and daily emphasis that a win like that is going to make me happy. I got other things to worry about. The Dolphins have to be somewhat relevant for me to care that much about a win. I care more about you guys. I care about talking to you guys. I care about the Fury fam. I care about all. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this. But the Dolphins, they got to do much more to make me care than go 3-7 in November. Sorry. But G does have a rant that I need to post that will be posted tonight or early tomorrow. I've been dealing with some stomach issues and some other stuff. And so, that's why it took me a while to get on today. And that's why it's been taking me a while. But I'm still here. Fury fam is here. Phin-Addict Fury is here. And if we go on some run that you guys are figuring out, we run the table, we do this one loses, that one we get a playoff spot, I'll be here. I'll be cheering for the team. It'll take a lot more to get me to be one of these guys. A lot more. It's what a lot of you look like these days. A lot of you. Too excited. But I'll cover the team and I'll be excited. This was me in my prime right here. This was when I cared a lot. This was me at the Jets-Dolphins game in 23 when we were really coming on. I mean, I'm decked out. I'm ready to go. That's me. But 3-7, you get the generic sweater. That's what you get. Yeah, do more. And Mike McDaniel rolling past the Bills bar. Bro, you are 3-7. You have not done great. You're rolling past the bar because you win one game. To me, that shows the mentality and the current culture of this team. That you go 3-7, you beat a team once, and you're gloating like it's the biggest victory ever. Because in Miami Dolphins land, I guess going 3-7, as long as you beat the Bills once, is enough to keep everybody happy. But it ain't enough for me. I got higher standards. That's what I got to say today. Be on the lookout for G's rant. Now, tomorrow is tough for me. I'm supposed to be at a meeting somewhere. I don't know if I could do the Two Guys with Glasses show. I'll make it up by doing something else. My written column will be out this week. We're going to get ready for next week. I know it wasn't long, but it's when the narratives start taking hold and people are so, jumping for joy everywhere, I don't want to rain on everybody's parade and do a long show about nonsense. I don't want to join the jamboree and pretend that I'm so happy when the truth is it's not moving the needle for me very much. So I kind of I'm here. I'm around. I can eat crow. I can talk. You can talk to me, whatever you want to do. But I'm not going to, go all out, joining the bandwagon or just rain on everybody's parade. So my involvement is a little limited. But that's how I see it. I don't know if there's anybody, let me know in the comments if I'm just a terrible Debbie Downer hater or if you agree with me that people are getting a little too excited about this one win when we're 3-7. Either way, man, click subscribe, click the join button, become a Fury fan member. I know not a lot of people are going to be encouraged to do that today, but hey, and be on the lookout for more content and be on the lookout for more Dolphins football. We'll see what they do with this. Are they going to run the table? Are they going to do the impossible? Are they going to make a fool of me? I'll happily eat crow if they do. But until then, Larry K is out. Peace.